Yeah. Yeah, real life only. Gotcha. Ah yeah. Me learn fi never trust me enemy. Me rather go a jail than let a pussy wall violate and bury me. AR with the scope on it. Bust it out loud with clarity. Calamity in a self-defense. The truth are me remedy. Me remedy. Tired of walking in the dark. Yeah, what done show me the light. Put a smile for my face, cause me know me future bright. Yeah. Transgressions, fuck oppression. Break the cycle of hate, one West the solution. Animal kingdom, them what we have vile. Criminal status, Glock on my belly from the wake up. Me them and them a tell me just go and do it. Me no want do it. Fish out batty boy that a the lace. Walking in the dark, Father please show me the light. Put a smile on my face, me know the future bright. Yeah, fuck temptation and transgressions. Break the cycle of hate, one West the solution. Yeah, big up Commanding General YAHANNA. All the generals, captains, officers, troopers. Never trust your enemy. Me rather go a jail than let a pussy wall violate and bury me. Map stick with the scope on it. Bust that steadily. In a self-defense. The truth are me remedy. Me no Christian, so me ready for it. Say the white man is the devil, no apology. Tired of walking in the dark. Yeah, what done show me the light. Put a smile for my face, cause me know me future bright. Yeah, transgressions, fuck oppression. Break the cycle of hate, one West the solution.
Yeah. I want West in I place once more. Yeah, easy. You wanna know where I come from? You wanna know where I come from? I don't pan the Middle East, but y'all out the West want get the kid peace. Me take over to pretty Christine. A big broad smile and giggling teeth. Have a brand new 4-5 pretty crisp clean. We deal with the chica press pretty pristine. Them say them bad but we no intrigue. If you this now you top 10 killing increase. And we no join both sides. One West are the best you fi know boy. You put a S on your chest when the chrome pint. Every bone a broke when left lone tribe. Make a force right boy if you know your size. Don't see me on the street and a force fight. You get ratchet knife in your throat pipe. Man will make your chop flesh like your ghost rise. Give up the ghost, make it boat wife. Y'all shut up, bend over, pan to a pint. Fuck you, make you get wet like a boat ride. If you hold tight, y'all, me a hold tight. Alright, no later, then more time. Me have things to do, but got more fight. Lucky where the nanny, girl do a bright. Then we shoot the bumbo clad to a grind. That's where me come from. I don't pan the Middle East, but y'all out the West want get the kid piece. Me step over to pretty Christine. A big broad smile and giggling teeth. Have a brand new 4-5 pretty crisp clean. We deal with the chica press pretty pristine. Them say them bad but we no intrigue. If you this now you top 10. Yeah, them too bad, I just mouth them off, I just slogan. You coulda big and tough like Hulk Hogan. You get your own a bag, you get total. Send your soul to God, their best no God. The whole fucking clip of your own that. No come set, no chop for your own bat. I go get sent off, we run postal. Get a PO box. She say me handsome, she want hold me cocky at ransom. She want hood fi broke, she want yam some. She say breed me, give me that one son. Boy, we have shotgun, we have Remington, we have Magnum. So if a beef you want, you can have some. Anything we come turn in a phantom. And where we come from, I don't pan the Middle East, but y'all out the West want get the kid piece. Me step over to pretty Christine. A big broad smile and giggling teeth. Have a brand new 4-5 pretty crisp clean. We deal with the chica press pretty pristine. Them say them bad but we no intrigue. If you this now you top 10 killing increase. Increase.
I.S.U.P.K presents the 8th annual Midwest Fire Weekend 2025. A day of brotherhood, sisterhood, food, fun, and unity. We raising funds to cover the barbecue, the food, the drink, bounce houses, snow cones, games, and more, so the whole family can come out and enjoy. Every donation helps us make this day even greater for the community. Support the Midwest Fire Weekend 2025. Click the link below and donate today.
Hey, Shalom, Israel. What's going on? It's Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge right here in the city of Chicago. Coming to let you know about the Midwest Fire Weekend, man. From July 31st all the way to August 3rd, we're going to have an incredible weekend starting off with Thursday. You understand? The Round Table of Truth podcast with Captain Mawakwa and his whole team. We're going to have an incredible panel. They're going to be bringing heavy topics. You already know how they get down. Then, General YAHANNA breakdown class. Scripture breakdown class. Any questions you got about the Bible or life period, you want to tune in to this class, man. Well, make sure you can be there. You know what I'm saying? Then Friday, it don't stop. We got felony expungement and gun restoration. You got issues with the law? Come check us out, man. We gonna get you right, man. Then after that, lecture by none other than Commanding General YAHANNA. You know what I'm saying? The man over Israel, over so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You want to come to this lecture and get the information you need, man. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be called, Where Do We Go From Here? You want to know where you want to go from here, man? With all this stuff going on, come to this lecture. Check it out online. You know what I'm saying? Then, after that, Saturday, what we got? We got to come back and give back to our community, man. We're going to be in a little village in Chicago with our brown brothers, so-called Hispanics. We're going to be giving out clothes, food, you know what I'm saying, school supplies, man. Come get what you need, man. Come support this, man. You know what I'm saying? Then after that, of course, we're going to a day party. We got to go kick it with the brothers and sisters in the streets. You know, that's how we do, man, in the I.S.U.P.K, man. This the Midwest Fire Weekend. You know what I'm saying? Then, it don't stop. Sunday, that's when we going to have the cookout. The cookout, black and brown cookout. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have so-called black, so-called Hispanics coming together. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have vendors, free food. Yes, free food. Who don't want free food, man? Come get some free food. Come let your children have a good time. You come have a good time, man. Black and brown cookout. Midwest Fire Weekend. It's gonna go down, man. Make sure you get with us, man. Come enjoy this beautiful city, man. Come enjoy it with the I.S.U.P.K, man. The real priests and prophets of the Lord. You know what I mean? Let's go.
Hey, Shalom, Yabashim Shabrak Thumb. All the brothers, Yahweh Shemal Thumb, Bashim Yahweh all the sisters. Instead, this is another episode of One West Ground Zero podcast with Officer 1000 Adiyar and myself, Officer 500 Barak Yala. Your host doing the most, your favorite priest from the East, the best indeed from the West Indies. You know what it is. You understand? What's going on, other one?
Hey, Shalom, priest, y'all. Bashim Yahweh. What's going on, man? Everything too wild over here, man. You understand?
Okay. Most High in Christ. Yeah, we got a few good topics today. A lot of shit is going on around the planet. And unfortunately, our people who need to be focused are distracted by, you know, stupid shit like Hulk Hogan and Ozzy Osbourne and remember them and whatever the case is. This and that. If you want to remember a racist and a junkie, I mean, it's 2025. You're free to do whatever the hell you want.
All right.
So me and my people, we're going to focus on waking up the 12 tribes, you know, on serving the Lord. But hey, again, it's 2025. Do whatever the hell you want. Nobody can stop you from worshiping a racist and a crackhead, you know. Yeah, we got a few topics today. Anyone who wants to come on this the stage, just let us know. We'll put the link in the chat in a moment, right? Let's start with this. Let me share my screen. Start with this racist. You know, funny that Hulk Hogan passed away on the anniversary of his racist rant scandal, where he called black people the N-word, hard R, exactly 10 years later. Hey, give the Lord a hand. You know, one thing that's bothering me though, right, when it comes to people being distracted by that is that The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, right? He's remembering this racist cat as his friend and whatever the case is. It's like The Rock forgot he black. The Rock loved his mother's side too much. His mother is a Japhite. I think she's a Hawaiian or Samoan. I forgot which exactly, which is the same people anyways. But it's like The Rock forgot he black. And he's remembering this racist man like he never said nigga before. The Rock is, listen, you know why The Rock is not even mad at Hulk Hogan? Because remember when Hulk Hogan said about his daughter, well, he wouldn't mind if his daughter, you know, was dating a rich nigga that makes like 6 figures. I think The Rock thought that, you know, Hulk Hogan was talking about him. That's why he's not mad. You know? Then what do I know? It's a lot, the other one.
Go ahead, you got it. So.
God, I mean, damn.
Oh, if I may add, you know what I'm saying? Like, so like this brings to mind a scripture that I have, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to put it out, I'm just going to paraphrase. But, you know what I'm saying? The scripture goes like this, you know what I'm saying? Not a dog should move his mouth, you know what I'm saying? Should move his tongue against the children of Israel. And what you other nations going to realize is like all the lies, everything that you done say about so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Indian, you're going to pay for it. Every word, every time you call them the N-word, every time you call them spick, every time you call them savages, you understand? The Lord is listening to you, man. You know what I'm saying? These are princes of God. These are royalty on the earth. You should bow down to them every time you see them. But instead, because, you understand, America done destroyed them so much, you don't know that, you know what I'm saying, the people that you know what I'm saying, treating like dogs are actually the sons of God, the 12 tribe of Israel. You understand? You will pay for every words that you speak against those people, man. You will pay for everything that you did or doing to these people, man, or thinking of doing to these people, man. You understand? And this is what we're saying with Ark again, man. You understand? Ark-mania. You understand? What you gonna do, brother, when death come for you, man? You understand? When the Lord come for you, you understand? What are you going to do? You understand? Because it's coming for every one of you from every other nation, every either nation. The Lord is coming with judgment for you, man. For every word, even though you might think it is little, even though you might think it is a joke, the Lord is coming for you. You understand? For opening your mouth against the children of Israel. It's a lot.
Damn right. And if you think you're trolling, the Lord is the biggest troll. Right. The Lord makes sure, like 10 years later, it don't matter. Listen, you think the Lord? Listen, God is not on your time. He's on His time. You know, we're on God's time. Just know this. God is the biggest troll. 10 years later, after his racist rant, the Most High is like, yeah, it's time for a heart attack. Yeah. In the midst of racial division, I didn't forget about you. And just like the Lord didn't forget about Hulk Hogan and his racist rant, He didn't forget about the descendants of the slave masters. Right. He didn't forget about the descendants of the overseers. He didn't forget about the indentured servants that replaced you after slavery and who are oppressing you still to this day. Wow. He didn't forget about Tamir Rice. He didn't forget about the white woman that lied on Emmett Till. He don't believe it. He didn't forget about George Zimmerman. He didn't forget about those racist white cops that beat up that brother in Jacksonville. They're all on the list. You understand? None of them, nobody escapes God's judgment. Just know that. Let's see, like we're gonna move on. Unless you want to add to it, other one.
We can move on from that.
Yeah, let's go up north a bit to one of our favorite cities in Canada. This is Toronto. Listen, Toronto. Y'all think Canada is not racist? If y'all can't see the sign that these devils are holding, it says DEI is how nations DIE pretty much die. DEI is how nations die. They're saying integration is bad. That's what they're saying in Toronto. Imagine that. I thought Canada was the Switzerland of North America.
All right.
Imagine that. Let's play this clip.
Shiloh Hendricks! Shiloh Hendricks! Shiloh Hendricks! Shiloh Hendricks!
Listen, these are the same group that I think a couple months after that, we're a couple months after that. I think a month before, I mean, they were holding signs saying white lives matter. You know, a lot of so-called Americans who are scared because of the Trump administration or whatever the case is, brothers and sisters from all 12 tribes, y'all welcome to come to Canada, but it ain't different. There's just no Confederate flag. They're gonna hold sign that says white lives matter. You know, DEI is how nations die. I mean, listen, you want to come up here? Come up here. We have better drinking water in the U.S. We have free healthcare. You know, electricity that's in the U.S. comes from Canada anyways. So y'all welcome to come over here. Just know that oppression is the same everywhere you'll go. That's the jokes aside. That's the point. You know, but feel free to come to Montreal as opposed to Toronto. It's a lot.
Salaka, if I'm not mistaken, they arrested two the other day. Two of them, you know what I'm saying, that wanted to take over Quebec and make it like a white supremacy place, I believe.
Oh, good night. Yeah, I forgot about that. They arrested 4 ex-military in Quebec. They started their own militia. Yeah.
God.
Let me see if I can find the clip, because I had the clip ready as well.
Yeah,
like
God.
They arrested
Go
4 ex-military in Quebec. These niggas thought like, yo, we're gonna make the nation white again. That's crazy. Let me see if I can find the clip real quick. Come on.
Yeah. Salaka, while you're doing that, priest, and I just wanted to add, and this is what we're doing is so important in the I.S.U.P.K, because you understand our people don't understand the nature of the oppressor. They do not understand what's coming for them. You understand? If you're not gonna be in these, you understand, within our walls, you're not gonna have brotherhood or sisterhood. You understand? The future is gonna be a scary place for you, because these are the nations that are about to, you understand, switch up the whole mind state. They're gonna want to, you understand, to join with their own and stand with their own and oppress everything else, man.
Damn right.
So if you by yourself without the knowledge of God, without the protection of God, you're gonna be like baby food to them, man. You know what I'm saying? And this is why we want to gather Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians, so we could build an army, we could build a protection for our people, man. Because these nations, like these are only 4. You know what I'm saying? Wait until, you understand, there's other ones, you understand, that say, well, you know what he's doing, you understand, I want to die for that cause. I want to die too, you understand. I want to put my life on the line for the, you know, cause of white supremacy, because it makes sense, because so many, you know, say, immigrants in Canada nowadays. So if we don't stand up for our own, we might not survive. That's how they're thinking right now. You understand? So what about when there's 100 of them, 1,000 of them? You understand? 1 million of them.
Right.
What happened? Who are they going against first? That's you, Black, Hispanics, and Native Indian. You don't want without the military. You don't want without the police. You don't want without, you understand, power. You understand? So what we're doing is to give you power, man. It's to give you strength. It's to build one another, man. And this is what, you understand, you should come in the UPK if you're not a coward, of course. It's a lot.
Damn right. You're the one without a community or anything, as a matter of fact, gates to protect you from, you know, anything. But let's get into it. This is this is from the website of the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, the RCMP. For those who are not familiar with it, this is the FBI of Canada. It's saying ideologically motivated violent extremism. 4 individuals charged. That was what? That was at the beginning of the month. That was like 3 weeks ago. Right? It says RCMP Federal Policing National Security Eastern Region announces the arrest of and length of charges against 4 individuals, including active members of the Canadian Armed Forces, who were allegedly involved in activities intended to forcibly take possession of land in the Quebec City area. Listen, isn't it called like an insurgence or something like that? He say we're taking the land by. Listen, y'all already took the land from the natives. It's never enough. They have to take the land from themselves and be like, yeah, No more integration. We're taking the land back from who? What are you talking about? Imagine that. Oh, Percy already took the land. He's like, yeah, we need to repossess the land again. Good night. According to the investigation, still like is there.
So like, I just wanted to add quick. The oppressor want all the crumbs. You know what I'm saying? He don't want to leave no crumbs for nobody. You got to have everything.
Everything is still not enough.
God.
Imagine that. I'm gonna bring a precept in a minute. You know, according to the investigation led by the Integrated National Security Enforcement Team, Mark Orel of Quebec, Simon Angers, Raphael Lagacé of Quebec City took concrete action to facilitate terrorist activity. And listen, yeah, that's what you need to understand. The white man is the biggest terrorist on the face of the earth. Believe, we're not taking away from other terrorist nations, but he's the biggest terrorist. You know, now he's gonna bomb Palestinians to smithereens and then point the finger at them like they're being attacked by the Palestinians. Listen, the Palestinians are just retaliating after years of oppression. Not that we're taking up for them, right? Because neither of these people are indigenous to the land, but we understand what's going on. You know, we don't believe in the propaganda. Yeah, the Palestinians are attacking the Israelis. The Palestinians are literally defending themselves. You know, and yet you're going to point the fingers at so-called Arab terrorists saying, yeah, they have weapons of mass destruction. Who did the Arabs threaten to destroy? Y'all the ones who went in the 20-year war in Afghanistan and lost at that. You know, y'all go around, which is part of the next clip we're going to play. Y'all go around, it's called, I think it's called, it's not like a syndrome, but I would call it a syndrome of disease white people suffer from when they go into different lands. I think it's called like the white savior complex. They think they're really helping people over there. They're not. They're just committing genocide, talking about, you know, we're helping the savages. You're the savage. All you know how to do is mass unalive and essay people. That's it. Like, it's so bad that there's no more white rhinos, black rhinos. The whales are going extinct, and you protest for the whales, but you're the one killing them. You know, if y'all don't know about how certain animals go extinct, go watch the history class Officer Damgabar did last Wednesday, right? On certain coat of arms of islands that are uninhabited, Salakia, by anyone around the United Kingdom, nothing but seals and penguins. The white man goes there, and he's such a devil. Like, he said, let's kill off the penguins, and then we'll make oil out of their, you know, blubber and fat. He just killed the animal to make oil. Like, imagine being such a devil, but yeah, I'm gonna just kill off the animals and let me see what I could get from it. That's really his mindset. It's like, I'm gonna kill off these people. I'm gonna kill off the plants. Let me see what I get from killing the plants. Let me see what I get from killing the ozone layer. Let me see what I get from killing the waterways, the shrimps, the animals, the people, especially us. That's the mindset of our oppressor. It's like I said, he wants everything. Everything is still not enough. Like, there's islands around the UK that are not inhabited by anyone, and he still goes there. Only the animals live there, and say, yeah, let me just kill off the animals, and then we'll figure out what to do with them. You know, and then for resource purpose, because there was nothing to eat, they brought in some reindeer. When they had no use for the reindeer no more, they kill off the reindeer that they integrated into the island. Imagine that. That's our oppressor. That's why the Most High will destroy the oppressor. Even the scripture says, as the animals, they shall tell thee. Right. You know, I just save a falcon. Imagine I would have let the falcon in the white man's hand. They would have made, you know, they would have probably sold it to the Chinese and cook it as orange chicken.
Oh, Salakia, they will enslave it.
They would have enslaved the falcon. You know, Salakia. Let me get Obadiah chapter 1, verse 5. Says, if thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? See, that's the thing. Our oppressor is the perfect. Like, he's even worse than just a. He's not a regular thief. You see, niggas come up in your house like, yo, we're gonna steal the TV, We're gonna look for the what they call the chess. What's the thing called again?
The safe.
The safe.
Safe.
We're gonna look for the safe. We're gonna look for jewelry. We're gonna look for cash. Niggas come and rob you with a purpose. The white man just comes and rob you. He said, "I'm gonna steal your land." It's not enough to steal the land from the natives. You have to steal the land from the people who stole the land, which is him. Imagine that. You know, that's our oppressor. It's everything is never enough. Keep reading. If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not have leave some grapes? Imagine our culture is that we leave grapes. The grapes that are falling on the side of the tree or whatever the case is, the fruits. You know, poor people they could come and pick up the grapes. You know, we don't have to scoop up every single thing that are falling from the tree to harvest everything. Oh, oppressors like, listen, I'm not even leaving you a crumb.
And so,
Like
like,
crumbs.
if I may, and I see it in person, you know what I'm saying? Like what the scripture said, and this is why what you bring in is so heavy, priest, that scripture, because there's no other people that's like that but Esau. The other day, I was coming back from my slavery, and you know how right now there's cherry trees, you know what I'm saying? There's cherries in the streets, and some people have cherries in front of their house. There's this house, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Occupied by Edomites, of course, and they had cherries falling on the ground. You understand? But they were nice cherries intact, you understand? And whatnot. Here come a black man, you understand? Like that's picking up the cherries that fell on the ground and wiping them and eating them. In my head, I was like, you know what? I remember that scripture. I'm like, tomorrow, there's not gonna be one cherry left. I come back the same way tomorrow. They clean the whole street clean. they ain't leave not one cherry, man, for a vice, you understand, stater or somebody passing by to you understand, to eat. If you're hungry, you understand, if you understand, like if you just need something, you understand, you have diabetes, you just need something sweet. You understand, not one cherry was left on the floor, man. The oppressor is the damn devil the Bible speak of, man.
And they want to talk about black fatigue. White people have white fatigue. The proof is they're trying to take the land back from white people. And even like when you go downtown, those homeless white people, they can be taken care of. The proof is Canada is donating billions of dollars to Ukraine, to the state of Israel. Why don't you take care of your white people over here? Like, we know you're not going to take care of us, but then you want us to have compassion for you when you're homeless? Ask your people to help you. They won't do it. How is it our problem that your people won't do it? That's why we need to be empowered. The scripture, Proverbs 29:2 says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. It's not about us rejoicing. Of course we're going to rejoice. We're in authority. But it's about Palestinians not crying about getting bombed to smithereens. The Asians not crying about stop hate Asian crime bill. It's about white people not having to beg no more. You know, y'all gonna be building our kingdom and be like happy. Finally, them. You know, we're not homeless like we were when we were in rulership. Yeah, because when the righteous are in authority, everybody will rejoice. Like, we're the solution. Just say the Jews are black, that the children of the slave are the people that should be in power, you know. And that's it. That's how you stop wars around the world. That's how you stop homelessness. I seen a clip in Nigeria. Good night. The disgusting slums of Nigeria. The same river where they go fish and they go swim is linked to the sewers. Like they have, you see the dry toilets where it's just a hole. The hole leads to the waterway where they swim and they fish. I'm like, damn. Not to take up for the heathens, right? But for you to want to stop living like this, we have to be in power. We're the solution.
Right.
You understand? But coming back to the point is that our oppressor is never enough. Like let the oppressor find actual Martians on Mars, and he's gonna colonize them and enslave them and decimate them and displace them. He's gonna put them on reservations. That's what he's gonna do. Let him find a life form in Jupiter. They're talking about finding water on the moon and something like that. It's gonna dry up very soon. You know, that's what's gonna happen.
They're gonna steal it, so like they're gonna steal it and sell it.
Imagine that. Your oppressor is such a devil, right? I would never have imagined that. that there's a species of butterfly that went extinct in the US because of man. How do butterflies go extinct? See, that's how oppressive is such a devil. Even the insects are like, yeah, we know he's the devil. We know. The butterflies know who the devil is. You know. Good night. Let's play this other clip real quick. Let's move on. Salakia, let me share my screen.
Killed 800 children. I was medically experimenting on children compared to Adolf Hitler, soon to be part of the KKK. It's kind of like where to begin, you know? What is feeling called by God? What is that like? Baby John! I just started to see malnutrition everywhere. So many children came seeking help. We decided to make a malnutrition rehab center.
She would do things as if she was a medical personnel.
She was not qualified to do this.
They were not licensed as a medical center.
DIY, that's what you call it?
This was over my head as a nurse.
Oh my God.
So we went to the U.S. Embassy.
Charges that he brought against Renee.
So many wild accusations.
We need to talk about the white savior complex.
I do believe we saved lives, hundreds and hundreds of them.
Renee is being put up as an angel.
People back in America think she's awesome. They're giving her money.
Angels like Renee bring death on the continent.
Let he who has never sinned be the first to pick a stone and throw at Renee.
I like that. Let he who is without sin first pick up a stone and throw it at Renee. You know, that he, you know, it's again, it's not to take up her heathen. It's just to show the nature of our oppressor. You see that the Hammond, what she said, we need to get rid of the white savior complex. They came to America thinking we're gonna civilize the indigenous people, the savages. Slavery was a good thing because black people learned skills. You know, we civilized the Incas and the Mayans. She moved to Uganda. She's not even a medical expert. She's not even a nurse. I don't even know if she's a high school graduate. We just know she's a white woman with enough money to move to Uganda and start a whole stupidness about, you know, preventing the Africans from dying from malnutrition. No, she admitted in the clip she killed over 800 children. She's damn like Hitler. Imagine that. And she's proud. She doesn't have guilt. She said, yeah, I really thought we were saving people. And that's the nature of our oppressor. Like, don't think, yeah, she's an evil white woman. She's just a regular white woman. She's not special. She's not evil. She just is. That's how white people are. This is not shocking. And they go around the world doing the same shit. You know? Right now, they're starving Palestinians. You see how you see starving people look like none but skin and bones? Palestinians literally look like that. Why? Because our oppressor is the devil. You know? She goes out here talking about, yeah, we're going to save the heathens from malnutrition. Just don't go over there. Listen, that's why, imagine how out of all heathens the Most High hates, you could go to some beautiful places in Arabia, some beautiful places in Asia. You know, there's places where it doesn't stink in India. You know, there's beautiful places in Africa, right? You go to safari, the zoo, the nature, National Geographic. But out of all the heathens the Most High despised, he had to let you live in a desolate land. That's how much the Most High hates you, because he knows if there's something in your land that has life, you're going to take the life away from it. Shit, let the rock breathe oxygen, you'll take the life away from the rocks. Salakia, other one.
Salakia, this this is like, yeah, people might think, well, it's only her. No, it's not only her. Like, this is like, this what you just said is like, you know what I'm saying, like, it's white people in general. You know what I'm saying? There's this young African president, Ibrahim Traore, you know what I'm saying, from Burkina Faso. You know what I'm saying? He's saving his people from the colonialism, you know what I'm saying, like way of life, mindset, and kicking France out of the country. Then you have the president of France that saying, well, you know what? We need to go over there and save the people. You understand? These
Yeah.
oppressing the people. Meanwhile, he's building his country. But France and Edom is saying, well, we need to save them from him. Now we need to be saved from you. The whole earth need to be saved from you, man. Because if we don't come in power as Black, Hispanics, and Native Indian 12 tribe of Israel, the oppressor is so dumb enough, it will, you know what I'm saying, like it annihilate everybody on the earth, including himself. That's how the oppressor is. But thank God for these prophecies. Thank God that God has a plan. Thank God that, you understand, that our slavery is about to be over. You understand? Because if it wasn't for God, man, and the devil at his time to do whatever, he will destroy the entire earth and everybody in it. You understand? Like, they're not fit to rule. They're not fit to be on top, man. This is why, you understand, like, we need to come on top. We need righteousness in our community, in our life. Changing our life is necessary because it's not only for us and our nation. Just like the scriptures say, you understand? You understand? When the wicked rule, you understand, the people mourn. But when the righteous are in authority, you understand, the people rejoice. You understand? We need to come up, you understand, for the whole world, for the nations, you understand, for the other people, so they don't have to struggle like this. You know what I'm saying? Once we're gonna be in power, of course, they will be our servant, but it's not gonna be extension of you know what I'm saying, of animals. You know what I'm saying? Palestinian will be able, you know what I'm saying, to be free, you know what I'm saying, eat what they have to eat and whatnot, you know what I'm saying, be healthy and not, you know what I'm saying, dying from malnutrition, because we're in power. We're not gonna accept that. We have so much compassion and righteousness inside of us. We, you know what I'm saying, we've been there, so we're not gonna let them be like that, you know what I'm saying? But they're gonna have to serve us. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna have to be our slaves or our servants. You know what I'm saying? The oppressor is such a devil, you know what I'm saying? Like, he thinks that by hurting others, it's actually helping them. You know what I'm saying? It's just like in slavery, you understand, when they thought, you know what I'm saying, like they had a disease. If we wanted to escape, they called it, they had a disease name for it. You understand? What's wrong with you? You trying to escape slavery, man? I'm doing you a favor by putting you in slavery. That's the mindset of the oppressor, priest. You know what I'm saying? Like, the oppressor is a damn devil, you know what I'm saying? Like, and the more you start realizing and looking at the oppressor, you find them even more disgusting. It's a lot.
If that doesn't indicate that our oppressor is really the devil the Bible speaks of, I don't know what to tell you. You know, because good night. And she's probably saying, yeah, I thought I was helping people. I killed over 800 children. Damn. You know, the crazy part is, people killed over millions of us, 100 millions of us. When I say 100 millions of us, I'm compiling all the casualties from transatlantic slave trade when it comes to native Latinos and so-called Negroes, which is the same people. And they thought they did a good thing because that's how they built America. That's how they got Canada. That's how they got the UK. That's how they got their thriving societies. That's how they got Tesla, you know, by committing genocide. That's how they're able to protest today for rights. That's how they're able, you know, to enjoy a coffee in a park. Imagine that. For you to be able to enjoy a coffee, what coffees people drink today? What's the white people coffees? The frappuccinos, the lattes, the gay coffees people drink. What's the green drink they like to drink? That sound gay. The matcha. Yeah, it sound gay as hell. If you drink matcha, I would have to assume that you're gay and you do yoga. You know, you do if you drink matcha, I assume you do Pilates. In the fucking leggings, in a class full of women, and you're the only man there.
Damn.
Yeah, it's bad. But the point is, for you to be able to drink a cup of water or to sit on a bench in the park, you had to commit genocide? Imagine that. You couldn't stay in your cave and just wander around the planet, just sit on the grass like a hippie that you are. You have to commit genocide just to be a hippie and talk about peace and love. Good night. Imagine that. It's like we can move on unless you want to add to it, other one.
But no, you could move on, please.
So the larger the chain, you know, it's like it represents who you are. Do you realize that the reason you still wear chains is because you wore chains when slavery was in? So the larger the chain that the slave wore, whoever's buying that slave, this is terrible. The larger it was, the better quality that slave was.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? So if I'm purchasing a slave and I'm not, I'm just using it as an example. The larger the chain means, oh, he's a bigger, better worker. You didn't show emotion.
Hey,
you did not cry.
Can I keep it hot with you right now?
Yeah, seriously.
This is the deepest I've ever heard in my life.
I'm serious.
I've never heard this. So the bigger the chain.
Yes. Do you understand why now?
I'm gonna take this. That's crazy.
So it's programmed in your DNA, and you don't even realize how it's in your DNA. So even now, 200 years later, but no, I'm saying 200. Well, literally 200 since we are done with everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey,
but literally, we still in the same
boat.
Yeah.
And
I've been a slave like a
yeah, but you see what I'm saying? Like, I mean, and you don't even realize, but in your head, it's like, oh, these things, and they're programmed in your DNA. So you gotta stop that DNA.
That's
generational trauma.
I don't even have no words for that because I've never heard. Y'all in the comments and viewers fact check.
I'm tired of listening to stupid niggas like this. How you gonna let the white woman tell you about your history?
Oh, God.
Like, yeah, you have chains because, you know, we had you in chains. The bigger the chain, the stronger the slave and some shit like that. And it's not, I'm gonna put it in perspective. Let's say I would buy a slave, because I wouldn't. Yeah, you would. Yeah, you would buy a slave. Just so you want to buy this nigga. This nigga big as hell. You say, well, I want to buy this nigga. Just say that. No, so like, let me put this precept up. It's Songs of Solomon, chapter 1 and 10. Thy cheeks are comely with rows of jewels, thy necks with chains of gold. Rock a chain. Rock a small 10-carat chain. Rock a Cuban link. Rock the chains you rock in the West Indies. You go to the islands, we rock different type of chains. 20 carats, 18. Do that. Go to get some Colombian gold. You know, ice out your mouth. It's our culture. Don't let white people tell you about your culture. They steal it. They don't have culture. They steal everything and they say, yeah, you know what? They're going to tell you about wearing chains because you were a slave. And she put in perspective, like, yeah, you know what? Let's say I'm the slave master and you're the slave. You have a big chain. I'll buy you. That's what she's saying. It's a lot, the other one.
So like, the oppressor is a dummy. You know what I'm saying? He's a dummy, and then you have brothers like this, you know what I'm saying, that do not know their history, that, you know what I'm saying, that will say, yes, Master, you know what I'm saying, when Master says anything. You actually have like stories of how, you know what I'm saying, like when Columbus came in the islands, you know what I'm saying, how they, you know what I'm saying, that those caciques, you know what I'm saying, those Taínos had gold all over them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I don't know what she talking about, you know what I'm saying? She probably, you know what I'm saying, one of these new age, you understand, like, you know what I'm saying, like trying to bring some new information, which is BS information, you know what I'm saying, but, you know what I'm saying, like, that's the same thing as people, you know what I'm saying, that goes well, you know what I'm saying, Kemet and whatnot. They always have some stupid things that they're saying like that, you know what I'm saying, because I heard that before from Black groups, where they say, well, you know what, the big chain, and even in church, the big chains is because of slavery. Meanwhile, you have Native Indian, you know what I'm saying, like Taínos, you understand, that were wearing chains and whatnot. There's a sculpture, I forgot the name of it, where it's I believe a Seminole from Florida, if I'm not mistaken. There's a statue of him, you understand, with a big chain, you understand, with a crown and everything. So, you know what I'm saying, I don't know what Esau is talking about.
Yeah, Christopher Columbus, that's, you know, one thing, right? One of the reasons, like, don't you know about El Dorado? The city El Dorado? Like, they were looking, listen, gold was just such a commodity. It was not even something that had a high price like today. because it was just common to have gold everywhere. The white man's just the devil. That's it. And that's the problem. When you have another nation telling you about your story, you're going to remain lost because you think, you know what? You're telling me I'm African. You're telling me I'm American. I'm African American. You're telling me I'm a Latino. Latino, this means, like, you know how stupid you could say to identify yourself as Latino because the white man told you Latino? Because literally, if you're Latino, it's because you're either from Latino America or you speak a Latin language. You know how many Caribbean people speak a Latin language? Haiti speak a Latin language. Martinique, Guadeloupe, Saint Martin, French Guyana. We speak French. It's a Latin language. Italy is a Latin language. The Italians call themselves Latino. You know, like imagine that. You let the people that just robbed everything and your culture, and they let you name you like you're a pet. Tell you history how you came about. Now, for how long did we think that we were slaves and this is it? Because who told you that you were just a slave and that's how your history started? The white man. That same white woman talk about, well, if I was a slave master, which you are, bitch. Salaki, which you are. You know? Imagine that. Don't let another nation tell you about your history. They're gonna twist it their way to their advantage. You want to wear a gold chain? Wear a gold chain. Wear a 10 carats, 18, 24. Who cares? It's your culture. You don't want to wear a chain? Don't wear a chain. You want to wear a chain? Wear a chain, and don't associate it with because niggas trying to be flashier since slavery. We wore chains before slavery. We had earrings before slavery. Matter of fact, let me pull up. What is it again? It's in it. I think it's in Exodus when they made the golden calf. They give their earrings to Aaron. I think it's in what is it again? In Genesis.
Golden calf is in exotic.
Exodus, I mean. Exodus 32, verse 3. It says, and all the people break off the golden earrings which were in their ears and brought them unto Aaron. Listen, we have earrings, rings, chains. We just went in Solomon when we had a goddamn grill, gold teeth. Listen, the Mayans had a way to put diamonds in their teeth. They were digging holes in the teeth and gluing the diamonds inside. The rubies, the emeralds. Imagine that. And this is our culture to be that flashy. It was not even flashy. It was just, listen, we're the Israelites. We're the salt of the earth. We're not a people that's looking at it like, yeah, you're imitating other nations. The other nations are saying, well, stop trying to look like niggas. That's what the other nations are saying. But we're just us. That's our nature to be what people consider flashy. It's our culture to just look good. It's our culture to just smell good, as opposed to the East Indian, which is their culture to just be allergic to deodorant. Lucky.
And so, like, while you mentioned the East Indian, you understand, like, there were big chains too. Like sometimes they go ridiculous with the gold. You know what I'm saying? How come that they don't say, well, that is because of the chains that, you know what I'm saying, they were in slavery or something like this. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's always something against us for not having, for to push us to not have wealth, to not have anything. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, I want to add this also, because in Haiti, what happened in Haiti, a lot of people, we always trying to blame France and whatnot. France, all right, but we forgot about Spain. There was so much gold in Haiti and Dominican Republic that you could go in the river and just pick up a rock, and it's a gold nugget, a big old gold nugget. You know what I'm saying? So all this gold went back to, you know what I'm saying, Spain. Sometimes the ship was sank in front of the, you know what I'm saying, in front of the ocean in Haiti, because there was so much gold, you know what I'm saying, on the ships. They couldn't even stay afloat. They had to sink, you know what I'm saying? So we have to blame all these countries for, you know what I'm saying, for this theft, for the robbing, you know what I'm saying, for the killing of, you know what I'm saying, so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Indian. They don't want us to wear, you know what I'm saying, chain. Meanwhile, they want all the gold. They want everything. You know what I'm saying? They want all the silver, all the diamonds. They want everything. Meanwhile, well, if you wear it, it's because of slavery. No, it's not, man. That's your culture, man. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to be like you. You You know what I'm saying? And you should have all the gold on the earth because it belongs to you. Like, you know what I'm saying? The scriptures say, you know what I'm saying, God created the world for your sake. You know what I'm saying? So wake up, black man. It's a lot.
And a matter of fact, you know what? If all the jewels on the crown of England, that's because of slavery. It's not if we wear gold, it's because of slavery. If you wear gold, white people, that's because of slavery. If you have diamonds today, there's a movie, it's called, what is it called again? Blood Diamond. I watched the movie. You know, the reason why the Jewish man owns the diamond district is because of slavery. Imagine that. You're trying to tell us not to wear gold because of slavery, but you wear gold. You own the diamond district. You have Wall Street because of slavery. Don't tell us about what we have because of slavery. You're on the podcast right now telling a brother about his history because of slavery. Imagine that. You're able, listen, we speak English because of slavery. Why don't you tell him? It's not about the change, but you speak English because of slavery. Why don't you tell him that? You wear tattoos because of slavery. See, the white man's the goddamn devil the Bible speaks of. The white woman ain't better. She's worse.
Come on. And Salakia priest, if I may add, well, why you poor? Don't blame it because of slavery. You know what I'm saying? Strap up your boots. You know what I'm saying? Like, go get your money. Go get a job. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why you poor.
Imagine that. We say, yeah, we're poor because of slavery. They said that's in the past. But she turns around and said, well, you were signs of wealth. And that's because of slavery. How does that even work? Goddamn stupid dog. The white woman is the devil the Bible speaks of as well. Salakia. Talking about that. Look, good night. Look at this.
So what does my nigga have me doing now? What could this nigga possibly have his wifey doing now? Standing in front of a bridal shop. Not only. Yes, nigga. Yes, nigga. Okay, look at the America and the flowers. This man orchestrates so beautifully. And then we got the beach, because we're going to get married on the beach.
Women feels like it's okay to say the N-word because her husband. She don't have to be married to a black man to say the word nigga. She always said it. She always did. It's a lot out of one.
And she's gonna cheat on him with Billy Bob. So.
She gonna cheat on him with Hulk Hogan's nephew. You know.
She gonna get a pussy grabbed by Trump. So
Good night. Yo, what's the brother name again? Listen, this is exactly what Martin Luther King wanted. When he was having these orgies with these white women, he said, I'm a nigga tonight. This is exactly what Martin Luther King marched for. This is what Martin Luther King died. So this white woman can say, yeah, what is this? Let me play this clip again.
So what does my nigga have me doing now? What could this nigga possibly have his wifey doing now? Standing in front.
I won't play the whole clip. She said nigga probably 10 times in the clip. 5-10 times. Who cares? She said it once. It was too much already. Who cares? This is who you married. Don't be mad. I wonder if she's gonna say nigga at the wedding in front of your family. That's gonna be funny as hell. Listen. Yo, look at this. Oh, good night. She looks like she's about to burst.
God, that brother look like he in a sunken place, man. Like good.
No, he definitely in a sunken place. That's the movie Get Out right now. Damn, this nigga look like you tap the thing and then he falls asleep. That's crazy. But this is what Martin Luther King fought for. Like you can't even be mad at her. If you mad at her, you gotta be mad at Martin Luther King. That's integration right here. Don't be mad because you say, yeah, what is this nigga got me doing? Listen, you let white people say nigga when they sing your song. You give them the N-word pass or whatever nonsense y'all like to say. You can't be mad at her. If you're mad at her, be mad at him. Be mad at this Martin Luther King Jr. you see right here. That's it. Talk about Martin Luther King was beneficial for black people. This is the benefit that we get, is that we can live in a world where white people can say the word nigga and it's okay. That's what y'all say Martin Luther King fought for. Literally. You can move on unless you want to add to it.
No, go ahead.
The white woman is the devil. That's the point.
We pay reparations to our former colonies. In my judgment, it would be patronizing and unnecessary to do so. The world has moved on from the colonial era. Allegiances and the world economic order are changing fast. I'm reliably informed that there are only 22 countries that Britain has not invaded. We helped ourselves to their natural resources and made a tidy profit. We occupied them for the protection of our fleets, Malta, Gibraltar, and for the detention of our felons, Australia. We didn't ask the indigenous population if it was okay with them, and sometimes they objected. The thing is, what are the reparations for? How do you put a value on it? Who gets it? Let me say at the outset, it wasn't all good news, as we've just been hearing. The colonial period was a phase in world development. Indigenous populations suffered loss of land, livelihood, and died in military encounters. British colonial administrators and workers also dropped like flies from malaria, dengue fever, riot, gut rot, and plenty of other things. Many of these men and women died working on infrastructure projects which improved the health and welfare of the population. Building hospitals and sewers, constructing roads and railways, putting in schools and teachers, working as doctors and nurses. There was sacrifice on both sides. So how can you construct a balance sheet that gives us a number that can be used in the compensation equation?
I don't even know where to start. I don't know how, well, first of all, I like to say I appreciate the eloquency of the devil on how he's pleading his case. That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. Some people say this is why people believe in white people. Like they say, if you watch a documentary and it's an eloquent British man speaking, an eloquent Frenchman speaking, or eloquent Spaniard, not someone who speaks with the slang of Mexico or Colombia, but some Spaniard speaking the Spanish of Spain in a documentary, they'd be like, you know what, that's more believable, right? And then again, this is what Martin Luther King fought for. It's all in the past, but we have to talk about it. He's saying, how can we give a number to reparations? I'm going to tell you how. The same way you give a number to reparation that you give to the state of Israel every year, you could do the same thing for the people that you actually committed a genocide on. You didn't even unalive any Jewish person. During World War II, you were assisting them. You were delivering 6 million out of 80 million. You were delivering them, right? So why are you paying reparations to people you did not hurt, but you refuse to pay reparations to people you committed a genocide on? And again, he said, well, it was just a phase. We have to move on from that phase. The Holocaust was just listen, the Holocaust is crazy to call it a Holocaust when it's just 6 million out of 80 million people total. Why do you call it a Holocaust on 6 million? 80 million people died during World War II. Why do you focus on only 6? Why are only the descendants and people who claim descendancy from 6 million are getting billions of dollars every year? From multiple countries, from the UK, from Canada, from France, from the US. All these that I just mentioned did not hurt Jewish people. But they hurt the people whose land is still occupied today, whom they put in chains, whom they forced to speak Spanish and Portuguese. But he's saying, and really, it's just to show you the nature of our oppressor. We know he's not going to give us reparations. The Most High will get reparations. He'll get it. what Pushaisty said? Pushaisty said you'll get it back in blood. You know, we don't give a damn about money. You want rulership. You give us money now, we're still gonna be slaves in your kingdom. You give us billions of dollars now, it's not gonna change that we're still gonna be slaves. You know what? You know what's funny? You're gonna give us reparations in whatever amount of dollars or pounds sterling you're gonna give us. Guess what? You could just crash the economy. Now, y'all wanted reparations so bad, y'all still begging the oppressor, give us a check. Imagine that. It's like when y'all get unalive by the police, you want a check. We want justice. Right. And justice only happens when it's a power shift. I don't give a damn if you give me a don't even give me a dime. As a matter of fact, pay your tithes. Give the reparations to the I.S.U.P.K. You want to give reparations to someone, give reparations to the I.S.U.P.K. You know, that's all you got to do. I don't give a damn. I mean, I'm not gonna refuse a check though. You know, I want to buy myself a house. I want a car. But jokes aside, we don't give a damn about this. You know, but I do appreciate how eloquent the white man is to make you understand that he will not give you a check, as opposed to saying, nah, nigga. He's saying he gave you a list of arguments on why he should not pay reparations, which is funny as hell. Imagine the thief saying, well, here's the reason why I cannot provide you back the possession that I repossessed from you without having the right to do so. Nigga's gonna give you a whole quantum equation to tell you, no, nigga, you're not getting money. Salakia, man.
Salakia, there's a comment that said the world is starting to realize who the man of sin is. The white man, you know what I'm saying? And this is so profound, man. I know he's probably watching UPK, the I.S.U.P.K. been saying this since 1969. But question, priest, I'll have a precept if you could. Isaiah 42, verse 22, Baba question.
Let me play real quick.
You understand? You about to see like everything that the I.S.U.P.K. says is truth. Everything we bringing out, you know what I'm saying, in these podcasts and these classes is for you, man, so you can realize what's going on. You seeing exactly that devil saying, well, we don't owe them reparation. It was a long time ago. It was a phase. We didn't have nothing to do with it. Meanwhile, let's go. Isaiah 42, verse 22. But this is
I can read that one.
Okay, go ahead, please.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 42, verse 22. But this is a people robbed and spoiled.
You understand? This is a people that has been taken advantage, oppressed, beat. You know what I'm saying? Almost wiped out. You know what I'm saying? Tainos are almost wiped out and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? This is a people that have been through oppression, man. So much oppression, you know what I'm saying? Robbed and spoiled, man. Destroyed completely. You know what I'm saying? They took away their language, their identity, their humanity, man. You know what I'm saying? This is talking about you, black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man, and woman, man. Go ahead.
Khan. They are all of them snared in holes.
You understand? We snare in holes, man. Keep on going.
Kawakan, and they are hid in prison houses.
You understand? They put us in the ghettos, man. They put us in the barrios. They put us in the reservation, man. And you understand? Over a million of black men in jail in America, man. This is talking about you. You understand? You are the one, you understand, that's being oppressed. You understand? That's in the prison cells. That's in the ghettos. That's, you understand, in the hood, man. Go ahead.
Kawakan, they are for a prey.
You go outside, man. You understand? You go outside, you understand? All of a sudden you hear whoop whoop, and you get scared. What did I do? What did I do? You understand? They come and bring the drugs to you. You understand? Then they arrest you for the drug. You understand? The same drug that they're giving you to sell to your own people, man. You understand? You are for a prey. You understand? You have a, you understand, like how they call the houses, you understand, where they sell drug at? Trap houses. You understand? Okay. They put a trap for you in your hood, in your communities. You are for a prey. You understand? The trap. You understand? A lot of time, these police officers are the one that's giving drugs to the trap house, man. You understand? Then they're gonna arrest you after you make your money and whatnot. You don't destroy a lot of people. They arrest you, take your money away, take your drugs away. Go ahead.
Khan. And none deliberate.
Nobody's gonna care for you, man. Nobody's taking you out of the poverty, out of the misery. Nobody took you out of slavery, man. Even though you understand 80 fought against slavery, we're still slaves today, man. We're still slaves today. We have Jewish people running 80 right now. You understand? We're still slaves today. Nobody's delivering us. Nobody's saving us. Go ahead.
Khan. For a spoil.
We spoiled, man. You understand? Which means they take advantage of us, man. They're robbing us everywhere. You understand? Everything that we do is, you understand, is them spoiling us, man. Go ahead.
Khan. And none said restore.
What did the devil say?
And none said restore.
So like it's a phase.
And none said restore.
Now you understand what that devil say, you understand? They're not gonna pay reparation. That's in the Bible. You understand? What you're seeing today, you understand? I know you want to believe that this Bible is ancient. You understand that it's like old stories and whatnot. You are living in prophecy times, man. Prophetical time. You are living this time right now. Nobody's saying, you understand, well, you should get reparation. You understand? Like, even though the Palestinians going to struggle right now, they're not saying you need reparation. Even though the Chinese man is at war with, you understand, with, you understand, getting ready to go at war with America. Even though Russia is getting ready to go at war with America. Even though, you understand, Africa getting, you understand, getting the mix. Nobody's saying, well, you know what? They got to pay you back what they owe you. Just like you say, priest, they're giving Jewish people, you understand, millions, billions of dollars a year. Not only America, Canada too. And you pay, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is what bothers me too. They take from our taxes money. We are the children of slaves, paying taxes and giving, you know what I'm saying? They're taking some of these taxes, giving to the people that stole our identity, man. Nobody say restore, man. So like it, please.
Damn right. Move on to the next one.
What do white people cook well? Droga. I've never heard somebody say, yo, that white restaurant we like to go to. Never. People be like, I want to eat some Mexican food. I want to eat some Chinese food. People be like, I want some Jamaican food today. Never in my 36 years of life have I heard someone say, yo, I want to go to that white restaurant because they make that white people food so good. Never. Ever. So, tú me vas a disculpar a mí, but the only thing I see that white people know how to cook very good, meth.
He ain't lying though. He ain't lying. Listen, white people cook good meth. You know how I know? Because they never had to hire a black, a Latino. Even in the show Breaking Bad, Tuco hired Eisenberg. Listen, that's the only thing white people are good at in the kitchen. Is cooking drugs. You know, I don't remember the first time I heard anyone say, "Let's go to the good white restaurant." He ain't lying. Even white people are saying, "Yo, what's that good Jamaican spot? What's the good?" We're in Montreal. They asked for the Jamaican spot. They asked for the Haitian spot. They're gentrifying our neighborhoods. Just good night.
So like that fried pork, that grill got all the white people in my neighborhood speaking Creole.
Damn. Listen, they come to eat a Jamaican patty. They're like, "What I want, bruv." Yeah. What is white people good at besides, committing genocide and essaying people and not, holding themselves accountable? What else? I mean, cooking meth is part of genocide, unaliving people, but what else? Nothing. I don't know. Maybe I missed something. You tell me, other one.
And so like, you know what I'm saying? Like what you said is heavy. Like meth is used to kill people. The oppressor was blessed with the sword. You know what I'm saying? So every manner or ways possible to kill somebody, they know how to do the best. So this is why it's not surprising. You know You know what I'm saying? The only thing they could cook the best is drug, and it means to kill other people. You know what I'm saying? To get high and kill you, you know what I'm saying, while you get high. You don't even know you're killing yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because they're blessed by the sword. You know what I'm saying? They're blessed, you know what I'm saying, by doing and knowing how to kill people. You know what I'm saying? So like,
right. And if you think that's racist, I mean, prove us wrong.
right.
Yeah.
So, se yo men Haitien te kon dependance yo, yo men ki pat ka goumen nou, yo men mwen nou fout bat yo bien bat. We go boop, 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 boop. So, se yo men Haitien.
I'm gonna let you have this one, Adawan. That's your field of expertise.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand Haitians, you know what I'm saying? You are the Levites of the Bible. There's a pride that comes with being a Haitian, you know what I'm saying, because of what we did during slavery. But the thing of the matter is today, the Jewish man is ruling Haiti right now. You understand? You have the Bezos family, you have all the other families that are ruling Haiti. Most of them are Jewish people, man. And those Jewish people stole your identity, Haitian. They stole your identity. Your volé identité. Meanwhile, you thinking, you understand, like, well, you know what? We beat up Spain, we beat up France, we beat up the English. Yet you have the Jewish men that took your identity on your own land and ruling your own land, destroying your own land. And meanwhile, you know what I'm saying, what you want to do is have rah-rah every weekend, dance and get high, and you know what I'm saying, and gyrate everywhere, be half naked everywhere. Meanwhile, you know what I'm saying, the nation that stole your identity is ruling over you. You know what I'm saying? So yes, it is an excellent story of resilience, of survival. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, we're still in slavery, we're still being captive, you know what I'm saying, we're still captive, we're still mental slave because we don't know that we are the Levites, you know what I'm saying? Yet you have the Jewish man who stole our identity, who was behind the killing of the late president of Haiti, because one of the reasons why, because he wanted to have electricity in the island. You know what I'm saying? They killed him for that because they're running the company. So like,
and imagine that listen, it's beautiful to talk about independence, whatever. Take off that blonde wig. I can't take you for real.
right.
Talking about, yeah, we're Haitians and this and that. You know how many Levites things I know over here talking about, yeah, you know, with the Haitians and we fought our independence first, the first black independent monarchy or whatever the case is. Mosiah in Christ, take off the blonde wig. Because I've heard none of what you just said with that blonde wig. I heard nothing. All I see is like, yeah, you all talk, but really you talk boop, boop, boop. They said boop, boop, the blonde wig off your head.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like she's proud of you that we beat up the white people, you know what I'm saying? Yet she trying to look like one.
Yeah, imagine that. You know, boop, boop, the blonde wig off your head. That's what you got to do.
Right.
You know, and then we could talk about being independent. You know,
You should be ashamed of yourself. It's an honor to wear that uniform.
Hey! What are you doing with my son?
He's breaking the law. He's selling lemonade without a permit, and he's impersonating a veteran. Not okay.
Wait a minute.
Stolen valor is a major crime.
Wait a minute. Did you just say stolen valor?
100%. $3 for lemonade to support our veterans. He's clearly not a veteran. He didn't fight for this country.
He's 11 years old.
Yeah, I know, which is why it's ridiculous for him to be saying he's a vet. It's physically impossible for him to be one of those.
Exactly. So why is he in the back of a police car?
Because he's impersonating one.
No, he's wearing a camouflage uniform. There's no law against that.
Support our veterans.
Yes.
He's posing as a veteran.
No, he's supporting veterans. I'm a veteran. I'm a veteran, sir. Yes, sir. I'm a Marine, Camp Pendleton out of California. And that's my son. I demand that you take him out of that car. He's only 11 years old. There's no law against wearing a camouflage uniform. He's not saying he's in the military. He never said anything like that. Did you tell this man that you were in the military? He never said that. He's saying he support our
So why is he wearing the medals then?
He wants the uniform to look nice. He's never said that he was a member of the military.
Those medals say that.
You're an imbecile. He's only 11 years old. Get him out of that car before I call your commander and have you fired. This is ridiculous.
He's breaking the law. He doesn't have a permit for the lemonade stand. Number one, littering.
Okay.
Number two,
Okay.
and impersonating a veteran.
I don't know. What say y'all one?
Oppressors a damn devil, and this is also another example of why not to join the military of your oppressor, man. You know what I'm saying? Imagine that brother, you know what I'm saying, like give his life to the military. You know what I'm saying? Like has to go through PTSD. You know what I'm saying? And to see his son not even able to, you know what I'm saying, to sell lemonade in camouflage, man. You know what I'm saying? Because the oppressor is such a devil. You know what I'm saying? He just like the scripture say, you know what I'm saying? He's like a lion that's looking what to devour, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the oppressor's the damn devil. And the day, you know what I'm saying, as the day go by, as every day go by, you're gonna realize and see exactly, you know what I'm saying? Just like one of the last subject you had the brother, you know what I'm saying, on the chat and he say like, you know what I'm saying, people are starting realizing, you know what I'm saying, who the man of sin is. That's what's going on, man. So like
I mean, this one looks like a skit, but it portrays real life. You know, because at the end of the day, uniform and not uniform. Kids I remember a couple years ago, kids got arrested for selling water bottles at Walmart during a heat wave.
Right.
Imagine that. Black kids. They don't ask little white girls, yo, do you have a permit to sell lemonade on the side of the street? They don't ask them that. They buy it. Listen, the police will pull up to the white kids about, yo, give me a lemonade. I'll buy it from you and I'll give you a tip. Let it be a black child. Listen, you need a permit. You need a permit to be alive.
So like, I don't know if they used to do that over here. In Miami, there used to be a lot of like white children selling cookies, selling chocolates, you know what I'm saying, after school or during school, coming up to people's porches and selling cookies and you know what I'm saying, for Boy Scout, Girl Scout and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? They never get arrested, man. You know what I'm saying? They're white people.
Right.
They don't need license. They're white people. So like it.
God. But oppressor is such an evil monster. Imagine even during a heat wave a couple years ago, they arrested black kids for selling water at Walmart. Water bottles. They're not doing wrong. Like, right. The crazy thing is that you'd rather have us sell drugs, so you could arrest us and make us do numbers and sell water on the heat wave. So you want your people to die? Imagine that. Your people were probably the one buying all the water. That's the crazy part. You know, you're stopping the kids for what? Selling lemonade? Selling candy? Chocolate? You know, and you turn a blind eye for them to sell drugs until they sold enough drugs for them to be arrested and do what people say football numbers in jail. Why, man, the devil's Bible speaks of Salakia.
Right.
This man right here, listen, the man of sin, if he hasn't been revealed, I don't know when he's going to come out. Hunter Biden says crack is probably healthier than alcohol. Listen, I'm not a medical expert. I'm pretty sure alcohol is not as bad as crack. Then I'm not an expert. I just know that, you know, I don't remember an alcohol epidemic, but, you know, there's such thing as a crack epidemic.
The only difference between crack cocaine and cocaine is sodium bicarbonate and water and heat. Literally, that's it.
And those things are pretty much free if you go to like a science store.
This is free. You can go to your neighborhood convenience store and just get. Anyway, I don't want to tell people how to make crack cocaine, but it literally is a mayonnaise jar, cocaine, and baking soda.
How different is the experience?
Oh, it's vastly different. Only difference between
this nigga just gave you the recipes. Like, I don't want to tell people how to make crack, but shit, I need a new supplier. That's see this shit. So like, let me keep playing.
Does crack cocaine make you act any differently? No. Is it safer than alcohol? Probably. People think of crack as being dirty. It's the exact opposite. When you make crack, what you're doing is you're burning off all the impurities so that it combines with the sodium bicarbonate, which makes it smokable. That's all. You know, all of these actors and, you know, people in the past that talked about they had a problem with cocaine and freebasing. They were smoking crack. Does crack cocaine make you?
Good night. I'm not an expert, but I'm pretty sure that you can't just listen to crackheads, which he is.
Just like we said earlier, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the only thing they know how to cook, drugs. So,
yeah. Listen, the brother ain't lying. He's telling you, listen, I don't want to give you the recipe, but here's how you cook crack. That's literally what Hunter Biden said. You know, right. And listen, it doesn't matter if it's the Republicans, if it's the Democrats, if you come into Canada, if it's the Liberals, the Conservative. We had the Toronto mayor that was a crackhead. Toronto mayor was buying crack from was it Ethiopian or Somalis, a Somali gang? Who cares? He was buying crack. He was on picture buying, smoking crack. Hunter Biden, the son of the previous president Joe Biden, was smoking crack. He had a scale. He was weighing his crack rock on a scale, like he's selling it, and he was paying prostitutes. Good night. This is America, where the son of the ex-president is a junkie, the new president is a racist pedophile who's on Epstein's list. No country can take America for serious. Imagine that. This is America, the land of the freebase.
All right.
And good night. The land of the freebase and the home of pedophiles.
So like a priest.
Kawaka.
Now we know who the cocaine belongs to. The cocaine that they found in the White House. Now we know who it belongs to.
He ain't deny it. Good night. This man said he's high right now, right?
God.
Now, I don't know if people could tell, but he's extremely intoxicated right now. He probably smoked a rock before the interview. You see it in the way he talks. Yeah, you know, so yeah. This nigga bugging the whole time. This man tweaking. Talking about, is crack safer than alcohol? Probably. He's trying to say, you know what? He's smoking it, but it's not that harmful. It's probably safer than alcohol. All these people talking about they have a problem with drugs, whatever, you know. And he put they put a picture of Bobby Brown like nobody knew Bobby was high on crack. This nigga was openly saying, he smoked crack. He never hit it. Unlike other people saying, we have a problem with drugs. We know y'all smoking crack. Y'all go watch the movie The Wolf of Wall Street. Leonardo DiCaprio was openly smoking crack with what's the little fat Jewish boy? He's in a bunch of movies.
Yeah, Jonah
Hill.
Yeah.
They were smoking crack like it's normal. Listen, drug use is normal for white people. And then they want to talk about the Mexicans bring all the drugs. The son of the president is telling you how to cook crack. And he's telling you it's safe. He's telling you it's better for you to smoke crack than to drink liquor. That's what he just said. He just said it's probably safer than alcohol. And then you want to blame Mexicans for bringing all the drugs? Crack did not originate in Mexico. And look up how did the cocaine started flowing from Latino America to Canada, to America, to France, and so on and so forth. The people of indigenous of Negro descent were too poor to buy airstrips. What are we talking about? One of the main people who smuggled all the cocaine is German, who was working for the Medellin cartel. He's German. Look at the elites who are working with the drug cartels. You know, they're not our people. Now we want to blame the people of Colombia and so on and so forth. But you're not looking at like for instance, the president of Colombia, I think his name is Gustavo Petro, he's a Spaniard. The president of Mexico, she's a Jewish woman. The people who are in control are not the people of the indigenous people of Mexico or Colombia or Peru. Yes, they grow the coca leaf, but who made it into like a drug and started a monopoly on it? It's not the people, it's not the descendants of the slave, but the descendant of the slave masters, who are white people. You understand? Then they want to point the finger like, yeah, well, it's the Colombians. Which Colombians? The Colombians of indigenous or Negro descent, or the Spaniards? Because the Spaniards control the drug trade. In France, Martinique, in Martinique, Guadeloupe, and French Guyana, we export the most cocaine. We're damn near second after the Latinos to export all the cocaine in Europe, right? We don't own nothing. The richest family in Martinique owns all the import and export companies and the ships that the cocaine go on. They're talking about, yeah, we just arrested a little ship going to France, in Martinique waters and Guadeloupe and from French Guyana. They're arresting the little boats. You see the buggy boats? That's what they're arresting the people with, like, talking about a few tons of cocaine. Do you know how many tons of cocaine go through the cargo ships that they send goods on that are owned by, what's his name again? Bernard Ayotte, the richest family in Martinique. And you think they don't have a hand in the drug trade? They're submerged in the drug trade. The Queen of England was the biggest drug dealer. You know how many pounds and kilos of opium she imported from China? Right. Y'all want to talk about they colonized China for what? Listen, I think we were about to talk about this last week. Let me see if I can find the post. She literally, y'all talking about Ronald Reagan? Ronald Reagan ain't got shit on the crown of England. Listen, Time magazine names Queen Victoria the biggest drug dealer of all time. Y'all listen, El Chapo, Pablo Escobar, all of these drug cartels ain't got shit on the UK. And y'all not ready to have that conversation. White people are the biggest criminal on the face of the earth. She was called the opium queen. And then you'll talk about, well, there's a opiate problem in the UK. People are high on fentanyl and this and that. She's bringing all the opium. Y'all not ready for that, though. Y'all want to point the fingers at blacks, Latinos, and natives talking about we're drug addicts and drug dealers. Y'all are the biggest drug dealers on the face of the earth. And y'all the biggest crybabies about it. That's the crazy part. You know,
Shalaka, they always say they went to war with China because of tea, but I wouldn't be shocked if it was because of opium.
It is. They wanted to control that drug route. And look at all these Asian and Southeast Asian countries right now that are going to war. Thailand, Cambodia. There's a triangle. It's called the Golden Triangle, right? Let me see if I can find it. This is where all the drugs come in. This is like a flow of drugs. I think it's called the Golden Triangle, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. That's what it is. The Golden Triangle of Southeast Asia. This is a drug hub. Golden Triangle. Let's see a map. So like, give me 1 second. Nah, they won't. The white man's a devil. They won't let us pull it up. They're like, do not expose us. Good night. Damn. The white man's such a devil. You will not believe what I'm seeing right now, because we're about to show you the drug routes that have been created because our oppressors that got them devil. They'll tell me I can't even go on Google no more. It said the network is blocked due to unaddressed abuse complaints and malicious behavior. Our oppressors the devil. Yeah. Our oppressors, they don't let me go on Google no more. But let's move on. The point is, our oppressor is a known drug addict and drug dealer.
Salakia, they need to learn from Hulk Hogan, man. You know what I'm saying? They need to learn from Hulk Hogan. They're stopping us doing our work. You know what I'm saying? In 10 years from now, you know what I'm saying? They might die. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, learn from Hulk Hogan.
I mean,
You understand? But shit. Let's see. We have a few more clips. So, like, give me 1 second. It says, so disheartened to learn that Canadian connection to Alligator Alcatraz. For those who didn't know, a lot of the security company of Alligator Alcatraz is Canadian. Garda World Security, a Montreal, Quebec company, is providing the security services for the concentration camps in Florida. I cannot believe our government condones any business doing work for a gulag. Is Garda World Security the curator for inhumane treatment? No, it's not. But the white man is. And the white man owns Garda Security. That's really it. Stop making it like Canada is not part of like a racist agenda. It's white. It's founded on racism and genocide. That's Canada. It's a lot, Canada.
No, you got it, Chris.
No, that's it. God, they're shocked. And a lot of people, if you're a Black, Latino, Native American, Indian, do not just boycott Garda. You can find another job somewhere else. Don't go oppress your brothers and sisters, Alligator Alcatraz. Yeah. Lest, you slip and fall in these alligator waters and the Lord deals with you. So I get.
So like, this is the same as the police. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you know what I'm saying? The oppressors about to try to find every avenue possible to mistreat, you know what I'm saying, our people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to have, like, you know what I'm saying, like those workers over there, you know what I'm saying, like in at the alligator Alcatraz, you understand? They're gonna be drinking Coca-Cola, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna be drinking Pepsi, you know what I'm saying? Like, everyone is gonna invest in these, you know what I'm saying, like places. And I'm pretty sure that's not the only one that they're gonna build. They probably, you know what I'm saying, got plans to make prison out of nowhere, you know what I'm saying, even on boats. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure they're gonna try to make like a prison on a boat and just keep the boat sailing anywhere, you know what I'm saying, even through storms and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? If it capsizes, so what? So I'm pretty sure they're about to do that as well.
Hey, so like a real quick out of one, it seems they learned from Hulk Hogan. This is what I wanted to pull up earlier. They learned from Hulk Hogan.
That's a lot. We have to end this. Remind the oppressor, man.
Hey, listen. This damn near a boot kiss. They apologize. Like, yeah, it's lucky.
Yeah, we have to remind the oppressor. Don't mess with God, man. You messing with the prophet of God right now.
This is the Golden Triangle. Right by China. China is the big part in gray. Burma, Laos, and Thailand. This is the Golden Triangle with all the drugs passed through. You know, can't get a bigger picture than that. Slovakia. But basically, that's the Golden Triangle. You understand? This is where all the drugs pass through. Right by Vietnam, Thailand, Laos. What's called Myanmar or Burma today, which is you get the Burmese python from. China up there, right? Listen, all oppressors the devil. This all oppressors to blame for that. You understand? Good night. We didn't even get the story of how the Buddhist monks, I think, where is it? In Thailand? They're all high on meth.
Yeah, God.
Imagine that. They high on meth and they buy prostitutes. One of them has a baby with a whore. Aren't they supposed to be celibate for the rest of their lives? Well, we know they're having sex because the Dalai Lama is, molesting little boys. But they're all having sex with prostitutes and getting high. Then you're partying with Hunter Biden.
Right.
They smoking meth and buying prostitutes in the Buddhist temple. Yeah. I thought they were all about peace. Shit, they're smoking the peace pipe. Good night. And don't make it seem like it's unusual for them to be high on meth. Y'all go watch the movie. What's that movie again? It's called The Drug King. The Drug King. It's a real movie. It's a real thing. Let me see if I can pull up a picture. Y'all go watch the movie. I think it's on Netflix. Yeah. Go watch The Drug King with Lee Do-sam. This nigga kills me. Y'all go watch the movie The Drug King. How these people, listen, the kamikaze, they always talk about the kamikaze people. They were fearless soldiers, you know, fighting against the US or whatever. The term kamikaze is like, you know, you're crazy and fearless, right? They were just high on meth. Y'all look it up. The kamikaze Asian soldiers were just high on meth. Why were they fearless? Have you ever interacted with a meth head? Go interact with the junkies. Junkies are not afraid of shit. You think you see something with a crackhead? Imagine a meth head. Someone who's high on meth is not afraid of shit. They're gonna light themselves on fire if anything. They'll jump from a fucking 10-story building, survive the fall, and still get high, and do it again. They're not afraid of shit. That's the kamikaze people. They're not special. The Asians are not crazy fighters. They're just high on crystal meth. That was really it. And I think they call it crank. Yeah, they call it crank. That's what they call it over there. They had to call it crank. Watch the movie The Drug King. You understand? And you'll understand, and you'll get it where the kamikaze came from. They're not. We know Asians are crazy, but they're not like crazy fighters and they're fearless. They're just high. Right. That's it. The Germans were high on meth too. Y'all thought the Germans were like crazy Scandinavian soldiers. They were just strong and shit like that. They were just high. Stop believing. Like, you see the same way the white people make you believe the Haitians used voodoo to beat the French. No, they were just stronger. The white man lies about everything. Listen, the Asians are strong and they're fearless. The kamikaze just, you know, so fearless they just commit suicide by crashing their plane into U.S. planes. No, they're high on meth. That's it. The Germans were also high on meth. They were high on meth. They were high on cocaine. That's how they went to war. So that's even hilarious how a lot of y'all get suspended and kicked out the army for what? A failed drug test? All the soldiers are high. How people got addicted on opiates during the war is to cope with everything. To cope with the physical pain, with the mental distress. They got high on opium. They were high on opium in Asia, and y'all went to war with, what again, Vietnam, which is right by the Golden Triangle in Asia. Y'all were just getting high. Getting high, and y'all were sleeping with prostitutes like the Buddhist monks. Good night. That's it. You know, all these nations are nations of drug addicts. Salakia. Let's get back to the white man being the devil. This is from Homeland Security. Homeland Security shares anti-native propaganda, which is a heritage to be proud of. This is what you don't understand. White people have no guilt. You know, remember, was it 2 years ago in Canada? The Pope came and he got gifted a headdress by the native community. The Pope don't have no guilt. It doesn't give a damn about the damage that the Roman Catholic Church done to the native community in Canada, in the US, throughout Central South America. They don't give a damn. Anti-native propaganda, for them, is a heritage to be proud of. Imagine that. They're proud of the genocide. That's what they're saying. So, like,
I was interacting with a Edomite, you know what I'm saying, like a so-called Caucasian, and then when we were on the topic of Native Indian, he said like it's their fault they didn't fight hard enough.
Good night.
I mean, like this is the mindset of the oppressor. You know what I'm saying? Like even after torture, after rape, after, you know what I'm saying, all the atrocities, just like the Jewish man. Well, you know what? It's their fault. You know what I'm saying? Just release the hostages. The oppressor is the same everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's Jewish, French, English, Spain, American, Canadians, they're all the same thing. You know what I'm saying? They don't have no empathy, no humanity, no compassion for nobody else. You understand? And as the year go by, as Christ returns get closer, you're about to see exactly the real face of the oppressor, man. They don't give a damn about nothing that they do. Matter of fact, they want to be bold. And Salaki, I just want to add, the other day I was listening to something. It was supposed to be a leak leaked phone call from one of these officials, politicians in the U.S., saying that they want to they have to bring back slavery. You know what I'm saying? So
Good
this
night.
is the oppressive mind. You know what I'm saying? They're just evil as hell. So like
And that's the nature of your oppressor. It's not like, even to say it's evil white people, as white people are not evil. They're all the same. Just like I already said, a devil is a devil wherever he is. Just like he thought of you, whether you're in the U.S. fleeing to Canada from slavery, Canada you're fleeing to the U.S. because yes, you were fleeing from slavery in Canada to the U.S. Guess what? You know what the devil said? Whether you're on French, Portuguese, Dutch, English land, Spanish land, you're a slave wherever you are. Well, guess what? The devil is a slave wherever he's from. You understand? Yeah, a few more.
And so like, if I just want to add this, like, you know what I'm saying, like this is from can you put it back again with the question if you have it?
Kawakan.
This is from water priest. This is from Homeland Security. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
This is Homeland Security. This is the people, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you say anything against the country, they come and knock at your door, you know what I'm saying, and whatnot, ask you question and whatnot. These are the people, you know what I'm saying, that look up for, you know what I'm saying, like terrorist threat and everything. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, they're showing you exactly the mind state it is, you know what I'm saying, destroying the native, taking over this land, destroying blacks, you understand, destroying Latinos. That's the real mind state of the oppressor, destroying everybody else, destroying the 12 tribes of Israel. You know what I'm saying? This is coming from Homeland Security, meaning, well, we are at war with them, the native. We need to crush the native. That's what they're really saying. It's a lot.
Basically, and don't feel bad about it.
Right.
That's what they're saying. That's the one we have a few more, just like about 10 minutes left or so. You know, that was brought to my attention from listen, when it comes to things like these, I have an insider providing me this information. I have the best journalists when it comes you know, to racial situation. I'm telling you, I ain't giving my sources, you know, but I got the latest scoops every single time. It says whites only group builds private community in Arkansas, eyes expansion. Listen, that's not a specific post my source had put me on, but I think my source put me on. They're doing that somewhere else as well. I forgot where exactly. I think probably somewhere in Ohio. I forgot exactly, but they're doing that in Arkansas as well. It's a white-only group that builds a community in Arkansas for only white people. Y'all thought it was only happening in South Africa, where they're just appropriating the land and say, yeah, where it's just for white people only. They have white farms in South Africa. The indigenous South Africans, the Hamites, are only allowed on the farm to work. Apparently for free. Besides that, you're not allowed on the farm. You're basically a slave in 2025. Talking about slavery was in the past, it's still there today. The point is, if you're still trying to fight for integration, white people don't want to be integrated. It's not a specific group of evil white people. It's just white people. They're building their community. They don't want to have nothing to do with you. They don't want to see braids. They don't want to see chains. They don't want to see melanin. They want to be set apart. You should want to be set apart. But they're teaching you. They're going to let you know the hard way. Listen, you're not allowed in this community. You're not. Do yourself a favor. If you want to stay alive, stay away from us. This is why, man, good night. He has the face of, this is the face of racism right here. This is the face of, damn, you could tell he will lynch you just because you don't even have to trespass on the white man's land, which is not. He just, he looks like Derek. Good night. He looks like his name is Bobby Van Dyke. He looks like Esau. That's what he is. That's Edom right here. He said, we want to ensure that white Americans who value their ancestry can live among like-minded people. And this is America being made great again, just so you know. This is what you voted for. Like-minded people of Trump. So like y'all one.
Oh God. And what I want to add in this is, you know what I'm saying, like a lot of black people, you know what I'm saying, I've seen a lot of black people on Instagram saying, well, they're racist and whatnot. This is what we should strive for as well as black people. We should strive, you know what I'm saying, like to have that in our community, you know what I'm saying, to have only black people in our community. Like the native, not the native Salaka, but the Chinese have that, the Italian have that. They have their community where it's only them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's not something that is new to white people or other nations. This is, you know what I'm saying, like the scriptures say, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm paraphrasing, of course, but every animal love is kind. You know what I'm saying? So it is something that is humanly, you know what I'm saying, humanly, you know what I'm saying, like to the most humanly thing to do is to be around your brothers, to be around your people, man. You know what I'm saying? We should dream to be like that, you know what I'm saying? So it's not something that we should like look away from or look. It's not a bad thing, you know what I'm saying? Like it is a good thing for them. But what about us? You know what I'm saying? We should try to build up a community. Just the other day, there's a video I just put on TikTok where you have a oppressor woman. You know what I'm saying? Like you see how they do the garbage. You know what I'm saying? They have the garbage and things. You just go and throw your garbage in it. In Montreal. Well, sometimes the garbage are too full, you know what I'm saying? So they put the bags right next to it. There's this Edomite yesterday that's opening all the bags, you know what I'm saying, trying to find like bottles or whatnot, you know what I'm saying, inside of the bag and leaving all the dirt and the garbage on the floor. You know what I'm saying? This is why we need our own community, you know what I'm saying? Because these people have their own ways, we have our own ways, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot.
You know what's the crazy part? I'm just reading that at the bottom. It says Eric Orwell, which is shit. He has a face of an Eric. Eric Orwell is Return to the Land co-founder. Imagine that. Our oppressor is such a devil. His community is called Return to the Land. Not return the land, but return to the land. Imagine that. Our oppressor. You can't make this up. He is the devil. Damn. Look at this, proud American. There's not more American than this. It's a movement called Return to the Land. You understand? It can't get more American than that. But see, the problem is, y'all are too distracted by stupid shit like Hulk Hogan and whatnot, right? But this is what you need to focus on. All this division is biblical. Not only that, but here's what you could focus on as well. Thailand and Cambodia are having a ceasefire. They've been at war for a couple of days. Wars, rumors of wars, famine that are coming in because the Mexicans are being deported. You know, the plagues. They're having new viruses damn near every day. They're on the watch. Just like COVID. They knew about COVID before it spread throughout the world. By the time it spread, it was too late. You can't stop God's plan. About Drake. Drake had a song, God's Plan. Listen, God's plan was before Drake made the song. It's in the Bible. This is what you need to focus on. We're talking about you. We're talking about our people, Blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Stop talking about let's make America great again or save white people, R.I.P. Hulk Hogan, Ozzy Osbourne. Ozzy Osbourne probably partied with Hunter Biden. You know, the point is focus on following the law, statutes, and commandments. Focus on this. This is what's going on right now. It says, after briefly going to war, Thailand and Cambodia agreed to ceasefire talks after Trump steps in, after the Great White Hope steps in. But border clashes persist. 2025 is the year of wars. And you haven't seen shit yet. That's the crazy part. And the first comment says, because World War III is very close. We're in the midst of World War III right now. Wait till everything spreads out. Salakia. You know, they've been going to war. And you would not imagine that this little country. Listen, all these little countries are going to go to war, and it's going to expand. I forgot which one is it. I think it's Cambodia that's allied with China. One of these two is close to the Chinese. I'm not talking about geographically. I'm talking about as far as being allies. Right?
No.
These Thai residents are running for cover. Early in the morning of July 24, clashes erupted at the border with Cambodia. A bitter border row between the two countries has been going on for more than a century, but it reignited in May when a Cambodian soldier was killed in a firefight. The conflict escalated on Thursday when Cambodia fired rockets and artillery shells into Thailand, and the Thai military scrambled F-16 jets to carry out airstrikes. Both sides blame the other for starting the hostilities.
The Royal Thai government is prepared to intensify our self-defense measures if Cambodia persists in its armed aggression and violations.
Cambodia, on its end, denounced an armed invasion and requested the UN Security Council to convene an urgent...
Here's the crazy part, right? Cambodia, they didn't waste no time. They launched an attack on the military base in Thailand. Listen, all these little countries, Indonesia, these little European countries, they're all going to war. And it's gonna expand to the bigger, main players like France and Germany. I think Germany, then they just signed a new treaty with the UK about, an alliance or something like that. Listen, the UK and France are about to recognize Palestine as a state, meaning they're going to go against the state of Israel. That's what it means. Just like it's prophesied in the Bible. Gomer is joining the fight. That's France, and don't think the UK might not join France. You know how many people of the Muslim faith are in the UK and France? Just like Commander YAHANNA said, for their not self-interest, but what do you call it again? To be able to survive, right? For as a survival tactic, I forgot the term. They're gonna separate from America, who's supporting the state of Israel. They're recognizing Palestine as a state. They can't afford to have a war within their country with the people who are supporting Palestine. They can't. Right, for the self-preservation. That's what they're gonna do. But that's biblical. It's like, you have one more clip out of one?
Yeah, go ahead.
It was sent to me by Captain Azania.
This video is for my African Americans and African brothers and sisters. Specifically for us, I am so confused. Why am I seeing that on August 1st, African Americans or a specific African American has forged a protest against African businesses, from African restaurants, African braiding salons, anything that is African owned? They have started a campaign that on August 1st, we as Black Americans will be boycotting these businesses. What the fuck is wrong with us? What is wrong with us just as a people, as Black Americans, African Americans? What the fuck is wrong with us?
Nothing. Nothing's wrong.
All right.
Shalom, Jacob. Thought word for tuning in. Nothing's wrong. We're not Africans, and they're not us. That's it. Boycott the whole continent of Africa. Matter of fact, if you want to join the Africans because you're melanated, why don't you join the East Indians? They're melanated too.
Salakia, how come she don't speak up? Because Africans don't invest in us.
Yeah.
African don't invest in us. She not saying anything. You know what I'm saying? She's quiet. But we the slave. You know what I'm saying? We gotta invest in everybody. You know what I'm saying? If we don't invest in white people, you know what I'm saying? We wrong. If we don't invest in African, we wrong. Now, if we don't want to join the Arabs, we wrong. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, what have they done for us? So like,
that's a problem. We wrong because we don't want to join the people who oppress us, but they're not wrong for oppressing us. They're not wrong for not supporting us. They're not wrong for trying to free us, for trying to not free us. Listen, the issue is not about us boycotting Africa. It's about them not coming clean about the role that they had in slavery. And then for those who came clean and apologized, they're not paying reparations. Why did you complain to them?
So like you know what I'm saying? Like Haiti wanted to join the African Union. Africans say these African nations say Asians are not African enough.
Yeah, imagine that. You want to be African so bad that Africans don't even want you. Imagine that. So like I have one more. This nigga, the white woman is asking him, he's not even a nigga, really. He's an African. He said, yeah, we're not the same people. You know, I came on the plane. They came by boat. I was a passenger doing cargo. I was like, you can't even be mad at what he's saying because that's the truth.
Right.
For cargo that was sold by them to her people. We can't be mad at that. It doesn't say people like, yo, listen, we have to join them and this and that. Nah. These Africans don't like you. They never did, they never will. You know. Let me see if I can find the clip real quick. It's a 2-second clip. If not, we'll keep it for next week. Yeah, I can't find it. We might have to keep it for next week. But if this is the people you want to join, Lord be with you. You know who this is? This is the not the Negro in the Zondervan Bible Dictionary.
So like, they made a mistake. They should have played I'm a black nigga.
Yo, look at this. I'll pause it at the right moment. You can't even see this cat. He's blending in with his ski mask. If it wasn't for his white vest, you barely see his eyes. Listen, I'm going to read this. This is from the Zondervan Bible Dictionary, page 213. Ham, the youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood, and one of 8 persons to live through the flood. He became the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes, but the Egyptians, Ethiopians, Libyans, and Canaanites. That's exactly who it's talking about. That's not the Negroes. That's the perfect representation of the not the Negroes. If you don't want to boycott him, join him and whatever he's holding on. Good night.
Your time is up, my time is now.
This good. This you see people talking about. You see this conspiracy theories videos that talk about. Yo, this is good night.
We went west. We see this thing at night. We about to fight, but you know what I'm saying. If you're not going west, you see this thing at night. You running away.
You probably won't even see this thing at night. You hear what it said? The freaks come out at night. Yo, the creeps come out at night. That's what it's talking about. This is not the Negroes. Yo, listen, if he's not smiling at you, listen, good night. Hey, you see when they talk about the monsters and voodoo and fucking the the shadow people that are lurking in the dark and bring you to the abyss. That's him. It's not like a monster in the dark. It's just an African who's dark as hell. That's it. I don't even know. She looks like she's darker than he is. Damn, this man is black like tar. Good night.
Yeah, we different shade of brown. That's black.
Yeah, we see, that's the thing. We different shades of brown. This man he's blending in with his ski mask. You even know the ski mask is an extension of him.
Girl, I didn't even see it until I looked close.
Yeah, if it wasn't for the Nike sign, you would think there's no ski mask. You know? Yeah, but we're gonna end it right here. You understand? This was another episode. I think we're on the 8th episode of One West Ground Zero podcast, right? Hosted by Officer 1000 Adiyar, myself, Officer 500 Barack Yala, the co-host doing the most. Y'all favorite priest from the East, the best indeed from the West Indies. You understand? Right? Next weekend, we probably won't be live next weekend. We might be live, we might not be live. Why? Because next Sunday is the Midwest Fire Weekend. Yes, they're hosted by Commander John YAHANNA. We're gonna have and Captain Mawquad, all the captains in the Midwest, Captain Hadar Yala, Captain Kapash, Captain Napataza, Captain Debar Maf. You understand? Y'all make sure y'all be in Chicago next weekend from. We're going to play the promo. It's from July the 31st to August the 3rd, if I'm not mistaken. You understand? Nothing but brotherhood for so-called blacks, so-called Latinos, so-called Native American Indians. When I say blacks, we're not talking about this. You know, we're not talking about this. They're not the Negroes. We're talking about the Negroes when we say the blacks. The Negro in America, the Negro in the Caribbean, the Negro in Central and South America. We're not the top. This is not the Negroes. You understand? So again, Midwest Fire Weekend from July 31st to August 3rd, right? Thursday, we're going to play the video. We're going to get the itinerary. Thursday, going to have the scripture breakdown. We have a food drive. It's in the Mexican community of Chicago called Little Village. Right? Food and cooling drive. We're going to help our people, provide for our people because nobody cares about our people but us in the I.S.U.P.K. under Commander John YAHANNA. Commander John YAHANNA will also have a lecture on where do we go from there in the state that we're in. What should we do? Where do we go from there? You understand? Good night. Jacob is crazy. He said, I thought that was a blackface. Good night. But yeah, make sure y'all make it to the Midwest Fire Weekend. Next week, make sure y'all be in Chicago. Right? And of course, we'll play the video with the promo. And again, the actual cookout will be Sunday. By the way, Jacob, I see you're always checking in from Regina, Saskatchewan. Make sure you tune in to every classes in Canada. Message I.S.U.P.K. Canada if you're in any provinces in Canada, any city, right? Message I.S.U.P.K. Canada. Message I.S.U.P.K. Montreal on any social media or just I.S.U.P.K. Canada at gmail.com, I.S.U.P.K. Montreal at gmail.com. And we'll be back. Lord allow, we'll be back next week. If we're not there next week, y'all just know that's because of the Fire Weekend. With that, Israel, Shalom, Yabashim Shabakatam to all the brothers, Yahweh Shema, Bashim Yershai to all the sisters.
Hey, Shalom, Israel.
I.S.U.P.K. presents the 8th annual Midwest Fire Weekend 2025. A day of brotherhood, sisterhood, food, fun, and unity. We raising funds to cover the barbecue, the food, the drink, bounce houses, snow cones, games, and more. So the whole family can come out and enjoy. Every donation helps us make this day even greater for the community. Support the Midwest Fire Weekend 2025. Click the link below and donate today.
Hey, Shalom, Israel. What's going on? It's Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge right here in the city of Chicago. Coming to let you know about the Midwest Fire Weekend, man. From July 31st all the way to August 3rd, we're going to have an incredible weekend, starting off with Thursday. You understand? The Round Table of Truth podcast with Captain Mawakwa and his whole team. We're going to have an incredible panel. They're going to be bringing heavy topics. You already know how they get down. Then, General YAHANNA breakdown class, scripture breakdown class. Any questions you got about the Bible or life period, you want to tune into this class, man. Well, make sure you can be there. You know what I'm saying? Then Friday, so don't stop. We got felony expungement and gun restoration. You got issues with the law? Come check us out, man. We're going to get you right, man. Then after that, lecture by none other than Commanding General YAHANNA. You know what I'm saying? The man over Israel, over so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You want to come to this lecture and get the information you need, man. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be called, Where Do We Go From Here? You want to know where you want to go from here, man? With all this stuff going on, come to this lecture. Check it out online. You know what I'm saying? Then, after that, Saturday, what we got? We got to come back and give back to our community, man. We're going to be in a little village in Chicago with our brown brothers, so-called Hispanics. We're going to be giving out clothes, food, you know what I'm saying, school supplies, man. Come get what you need, man. Come support this, man. You know what I'm saying? Then after that, of course, we're going to a day party. We got to go kick it with the brothers and sisters in the streets. You know, that's how we do, man, in the I.S.U.P.K, man. This the Midwest Fire Weekend. You know what I'm saying? Then, it don't stop. Sunday, that's when we gonna have the cookout. The cookout, black and brown cookout. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have so-called black, so-called Hispanic coming together. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have vendors, free food. Yes, free food. Who don't want free food, man? Come get some free food. Come let your children have a good time. You come have a good time, man. Black and brown cookout. Midwest Fire Weekend. It's gonna go down, man. Make sure you get with us, man. Come enjoy this beautiful city, man. Come enjoy it with the I.S.U.P.K, man. The real priests and prophets of the Lord. You know what I mean? Let's go.